As the population of inmate increases each year, I strongly believe that private prison is not the solution for this ethical issue. I will be arguing that private prison should not be in America. Private prison for this debate will be defined as a for-profit prison which were contracted by the government to lock people up. Some people who support private prison, like my opponent Alicia, believes that private prisons are cost-effective. They are more well-managed and they are easier to maintain. However, I disagree for the following reason. The main reason private prisons should not be in America is because staffs are underpaid and have limited training. They treat their inmates cruelly and harshly and deprive their inmates from their freedom. Firstly, private prisons underpay their staffs and give them limited training. People who support private prisons may say that private prisons are cost-effective and well-managed. Private prisons have been known to be cheaper than public prisons. They have claimed that they can do the same job but for cheaper. However, private prisons have been minimizing their budget to be contracted by the government and to increase their income. As a result, according to Jones, a journalist, private prisons have been reported to pay their staffs $9 per hour, which is only $2 above the minimum wage allowed in America, which is $7.25. Private prisons are not well managed because staffs and guards are not experienced enough in their field of work. According to Jenny Gainsborough, the CCA, the Correction Corporation of America, have not been able to stop inmate violence. There has been reports that staffs have been selling illegal drugs, and there has been times where wrong prisoners were released. Secondly, private prisons have been treating their inmates harshly. Even though prisoners have committed crime, their human rights should not be ignored. Private prisons have been violating inmates' human rights, Article 25, which states everyone has the rights to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care. According to Jenny Gainsborough, private prisons have not been providing inmates with enough medical supplies. They have also been providing inmates with substandard living conditions, causing uproars of protest. They have also resorted to using violence in order to maintain control in the prison. Lastly, private prisons have been depriving people from their freedom. Ever since the 9/11 terrorist attack, America has made it a lot easier to confine immigrants. It hasn't been since slavery has the entire American industry deprived human beings of their freedom and human rights. Private prisons have been using and manipulating the justice system to their advantage through corruption. They are forcing prisoners to serve more time in prison for their own benefit. Over the years, inmates' population has increased dramatically. According to this graph, inmates' population has increased dangerously from 2000 to 2010, which is also when private prisons started gaining popularity. According to Eric Bates, the CCA has added 18,000 new beds in the past year for prisoners. In conclusion, not banning private prisons may lead to private prisons depriving people from their freedom, using the justice system to their advantage, treating inmates harshly and cruelly, and underpaid staffs. Banning private prisons in America, however, will surely benefit the justice system. It will stop prisons from underpaying their staffs, treating inmates harshly, and using the justice system for their own benefit.